Afternoon, Starlights. How are we? I'm doing great. I'm actually in a really good mood today, so yay! Today is going to be a double feature, because why not? We're going to be doing Fantasy XIV, and then we'll be taking a look at Critic Cove that the very lovely Cara Coriatifa gave me. Thank you, Cara. Alright, so when we last left off, we had just started interacting with the frosty assholes that are these dudes. Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Although he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Haliente. Ah, God, I can't pronounce these names. Hale and Not. Further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. I think it's Hale and Not. Something like that. It's French. And I don't speak French. Alrighty, let's get on the bow and off we go. We're going the wrong way. Oh, we're off to a great start, aren't we? Woo! Actually, while we're here, we will very quickly go and unlock a dungeon. This is kind of on the road. I'm on the road again. But yes, no. I have been needing a little break from streaming, which is why I wasn't really doing much last week. But now today I'm really in the mood. So we're going to do some of that. I forgot Deltarune is out very soon, so I need to get back on that as well. Deltarune, chapter 3 and 4 is just around the corner. Welcome to Zemel Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. Plans? Plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Zemel began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void scent struck, interrupting the work. Alas. Then in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack! All in all, it was a fine mess. Garleans were eventually forced to retreat, of course, but the void scent remained, and so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe is us. The war with the dragons rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble cause. Here I am here strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sir Carolo. Please see to these abominations, Madam Adventurer, madam. I have much prowess with the paperwork should you require aid of that sort. This is Zemel Darkhold. Whee! My friend Antonos is also streaming 14 right now, so I had to yell at him in our free company. I think he's like on the end of ARR, heading into Heaven's Ward. Get off the bird, Luna. Get off the bird. My Chocobo's doing some work. I love it. You love to see it. Oh, there's a person over there. They have flying, so they're quite high level. It's Grizz! Hi, Grizz. How are you? Oh, I will hydrate. Thank you for the 13 months! Thank you. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? A dupe. Let's take the box. Yeah. God bless ye, friend. It's all here. Every last... Oh, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helena is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helena. I don't care how it's pronounced. I'm trying my best. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Ew. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helena for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know of you, friend. Now go. Edelweiss. Whee! Story progression, we love it. Thank God, because I've been kind of coasting a bit. Probably play Deltarune on like Thursday or something. I think that'd be fun. Get through chapter 2. Get myself ready for when chapter 3 and 4 drop next month. And cry and dry heave my way through it like I always do. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? Ah, train! Ah! Thank you, Yampa, for the 7 months. Oh my goodness me. We have a hype train. I see Sir Carolo has not forgotten my mother's favourite flower. A pity he has not been sitting Curthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. I don't know, I'd happily become a thrall of dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be a proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbour even the slightest doubt. Oh, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You are smudged by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Watermont, my man, of House Forton, commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Gonna go see the boy, the man, the dude. My baby. Gonna go see my baby. The first of many husbandos. Many husbandos. It's House Fulton. You're gonna hear me pronounce that 7 different ways to Sunday. Oh, hi, you two. What are you doing there? Do not forget to grab the safe right for the love of God. Whee! My boy! There he is. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-travelled adventurer. You've come to pay your respects, BT's friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many a more brave souls like yourself. Oh, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world... Oops. Not the big Whoops. Oh dear. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. If it is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? Oh, so this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Kerfus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you're afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Forton. Yay! Let's put on your pants. Thank you, fairy. I need to go back and do my oh wait, I think it's level 45, so I think I'm good. I'll go back and check at 45. As you've doubtless realised by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Forton included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be much quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Forton, who resides in the Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travellers. There's also Crevelin of House Halinar, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you provide for the scribe may prove difficult to pass. Have you spoken with the Chief Astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you're a friend of House Forton. Do not concern yourself with House Zamel. I shall contact them myself. Seek the Council of the Free I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Yay, we get to go on quests. I'm going on an adventure. Oh, but I hope we're all well today. I am doing very well, in fact. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Forton does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of your young Lord Francel. What will become of young Lord Francel? Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halinar have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. You're a bit of a gossip, aren't you, ma'am? Nobody likes to gossip. Just saying. Although I suppose when you're rich, that's all you can do is gossip about each other. You haven't got much else in the world, have you? Da-da-da-da-da-da. This music's just gonna keep playing, isn't it? Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Horshafont? I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown us. I can't with this music. I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halina into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Can the orchestra, like, keep it down for, like, 5 minutes? Oh my god, why did that have to spawn? Oh dear. That was very, very funny. Only in a Lunar Arcana stream. Jesus Christ! Some of the flying mouth just scared the daylights out. It's the Silly Hat Club. Oh, fudge. The Silly Hat Club. The Silly Hat. We are the Society of Silly Hats. You must wear a silly hat to be part of it. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Horshafront's missive was positively glowing, but if you think his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policy, that's a lot of Ish sounds, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. While in the short time since Inspector Guilliam arrived in Kurfus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. And that doesn't ring as suspicious to you. Why? If Lord Horshafont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he's truly blind to the present state of affairs. I mean, there could also be a government conspiracy going on here that you're choosing to ignore. You know, no big deal. Just saying. I mean, neither here nor there. But war! War declared. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Kurfus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. I can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and Free Knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Yeah, alright. Island level 34, 35. I'm checking something real quick. No, actually it's fine. This is me overthinking in stereo. Whee! Whee! Let me know if the sound is good, folks, as always. If things sound nice and clear. Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You overgrown chicken. Yeah, you go that way. Ah! Who goes there? Luna? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. It's a Sturgeon! It's a very angry one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alone be praised you did it. But what of the others? The three knights who accompany me. Where are they? Well, let's go find them. Oh, of course. One's like... Oh, okay, it's fine. I am a healer. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Holliner if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Holliner will remember your kindness. You know, I'm probably pronouncing that like 20 different levels of wrong. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Do not turn around. I've heard the beast cry from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss. Bless you. Stay that way. Yeah. 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 Curse those fiends. It is as though they knew we were coming. Gross. Ah, you turned around late. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Holliner that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I've done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Yeah, we're not going to have that dying bit. To make sure that doesn't happen. Wouldn't be a very good healer if I let someone die. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that lighting is very nice. Hello, what? What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. Not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guilherme has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association yours. Yeah, level 43. Is that really weaker? 39. Bit 8. Huh. The crit is 12. I'll just equip it again. Worry about weapon damage when I'm actually doing, like, actual content. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labelled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Curthus. He might have some inkling of who could be responsible. Thanks, Horsefant. Love you. Bye. We'll have hot chocolate and smooches later. I mean, what? Bear with me just a second, sorry. Hey, someone's tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Boy, no, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a house-holding man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though I know most of them what worked their trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. If it went them, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, almost every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? Could have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections. Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Oh, I reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Broom Front this morn. You might consider having a word with them. It does feel good to be starting to make progress on this game again. I really want to get to Heaven's Ward, because when I last played, my last run, I got up to like 55, 56, I think? I just started making my way through Curthus Western Front, I think it was. So it'll be good. But I can't wait to show some of the later stuff, because oh my god, this game. Like, AR is a little bit of a sloggy slog. It's not terrible, but it has to lay the foundations, you see. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hallina's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Found a rosary hidden inside the parcel. You found a rosary hidden inside the parcel. Gee willikers. Hey, you want to have a chat, mate? Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Yeah, about that, Chief. But that's impossible. Once the night at White Broom Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. If I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. If you were the Lord Horsefant, I will not be held accountable for this. This man's accent's changed like 3 times since I read his dialogue. Whoops. Consistent voices from an untrained voice person? You bet. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Yeah, about that, Chief. Here you go. More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. Because belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallinger's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now for it to clear his name. Well, let's get going then. From the very first, I knew it could not be so many members of House Hallinger were heretics. At last we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. Though we need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that the House Fortemps asks, nay, demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. I love you, Horsefon. You just get right in there and get on with it. There's no nonsense. I'm trying to remember where she is. Where is she? There she is. What is it, my child? Lord Horshafond would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inspector Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. No, that's not how it works. Nope. Nope. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop. It's madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Luna. I would dispatch you one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such a time I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavour not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Yep. I'm on it. Hail, Luna. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if its guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Yeah, go on then. Jocelyn Charlemagne Francel de Haliner, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defence? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men who were in my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for her alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Aye. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Horshafont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Horshafont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbour private doubts, I might have allowed, but he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See? I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Horshaphant arrives, Luna. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Nod. I have a book. My man is going to beat them aggressively with a stick. Your shield builds no sigil, sir. Do you serve the Holy See or one of the high houses? I serve a higher power. Now it might be worth me killing Nia. Read them a story. I will aggressively read this passage. Hello, Emerald. How are you? Your diary at you aggressively, Alderete. Look, look, Lord Horshaphant has come. I bet he is. What the hell was that? In the name of House Fortante, I demand that you lay down your arms. Ishgardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed you disgrace your life, Lord Horshaphant. A wyvern, but there were no reports of Dravanian activity. You will call upon your allies to save you. Last your treachery is laid bare. Oh my god, why are you just standing there taking it up the arse, Horshaphant? Please. Oh, we have to kill him. Horshaphant, can you get this dragon off me? You're a tank. Please. Ow. This will not be forgotten. Oh. Yes. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. Yes, it is. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hallinar. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor. Set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The feathered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Oh my god. Can we push this man off the cliff? Can't think stupid. By the fury! A draconian rosary! No knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. Heretic in the rank of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horshaphant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you've not lost sight of that which first brought you to Curvus, Luna. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Okay. Lord Horshafont, I've not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had I been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halline. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Luna. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you've recuperated. Can I recuperate with you? I am cold from the snow. Warm me up, Horshafont. You can read me a bedtime story any day. I'm stopped. I'll stop. Not my fault they introduced a real sweetheart. You look well, Luna. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might as well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Hallina shall not forget your service. Now let's return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly the commoner's opinion changed. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kerfus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so appears that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing that. Or, you know, a group of fellow adventurers. No, Lord Horshafont is, from all indications, quite fond of you. So maybe he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay, why could you not come indoors where it was nice and warm? Me. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by the decree of House Durandare. I'll write a letter to Lord Drumont of Whiteburn Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Luna. May Halone guide you. Come with me. We'll go on adventures together. I have a 2-seater mount. You can ride in the back and hold my hips. I don't mind. God, I need to go outside and touch grass. Lord Francel, in your Minecraft house. Wonderful to see you again, Luna. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. Well, shames me to say that it was once an outpost held by... It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hallina. In the chaos that followed the calamity, The Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the stone vigil, House Durindare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drumont. Nevertheless, I will write your letter. Before we depart, a word of caution. The cravens who have attempted to destroy House Hallinar have yet to be unmasked. Though the plans were full, they doubtless still harbour great hatred towards us. And towards you now as well. Well, you know what? Boo sucks to them. And now we go for a very long walk. We now have to go to the other side of the map. But it's fine because we're making progress and then we'll do a dungeon. Woo! Da, da, da. I like purpose, but I also hate all this running. I miss having flying. It's a bit windy. It's fine. I just gotta remember to grab the aephorite. No, there's no... That's right, there's no aephorite for some reason here. I swear there was. No, I'm sure there is. Yeah, I think there is. I'm just being dumb. Boko, and it's blue as well. I love that. Oh, go away. You desire an audience with Lord Drummond, do you? I desire a night in the warm bed with my wife, but wish it won't make it so. Yeah, well, I got letters. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Horshafont of Prancel, is it? I likely... Oh, you're serious? What to do? What to do? Your timing could not have been worse, Traveller. Lord Drummond's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can certainly accommodate you. Secret in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Sir Brunandir bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I'd be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drummond hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for Herr Chiron. I can never pronounce that word. Right, I'm going to look that word up, so it bugs me. Chiron? I have not typed it in. Chiron? An archaic word? Yeah, that's not... I know it's an archaic word for researching how to pronounce it. Chirurgeon. Chirurgeon? What? Hang on. Chirurgeon. Okay, chirurgeon. Today we learned a pronunciation. For the head Chirurgeon Astidian, why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Chirurgeon. Chirurgeon, Chirurgeon, Chirurgeon. 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 Are you to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortama Halinair? Documents such as these you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Goudineau. You should know Lord Drillmont's current whereabouts. This is why the only reason I can't handle anything with it related to the elves of Ishgard is everything is French. And you got to make up 20,000 ways of trying to say it because the game doesn't tell you. And if you're not a native French speaker, you're like, There's no exact French. It doesn't matter. It draws from the French language and linguistics and pronunciations. Goudineau. See, Goudineau. Brasilian. Je Montel. Oh, God. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drummond is still just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. For proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. I can't just go up and go, Oi, dickhead! I'm trying to find me shit. So Goudineau permitted you passage. Very well. Speak. Look at these letters. I need a drink. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with Skelekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drummond. You know our names and you know our deeds. We've come to Kurfürst to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise. The Enterprise? The Enterprise? The airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honey words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Guardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in white brim front but three mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead before the calamity, and two scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Wow, you're real quick to believe him, weren't you? It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Luna, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillmont's trust. Understood? That means a ton of side quests. Hold off. You, the last responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drummond's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here is that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? Oh, that's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I figured we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you're minded underhand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danifan Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, grinding their skin. What am I, a mud puppy? Good lord. I could have sworn there was an aephorite here, but apparently I was wrong. Where am I going? All the way down there. So, Yoshida, please put a for right here. Especially when I do dumb shit like this. Alright, let's go slay us a mud puppy. Where's a mud puppy? Oh, hey, the Cyclops boss is up. There ropes. Yeah, try and scoot past these guys. Shit is warm today. Aha! Come at me, mud puppy, sir. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back, Chocobo. You can't do that. Keep forgetting I can mount while walking. And it's going to take me a very long time to remember that. Ow! No! No! Oh my goodness me. And turn around the corner. And gently steer your chocobo back into its location. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this. And voila! Never seen a man cook steaks this fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it'd be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, yes. I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if the strength of 10 men and their wits beside. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. A fresh cooked steak? Helene's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. We must be trained to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Have some mud puppy meat. You are a godsend, my friend. Do you appreciate the House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard? Mm-hmm. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Oh, but I've forgotten about the hard-working... I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. Wow! I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. Carusian. 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 I forgot about the hard-working Carusians at the infirmary. They're ready to hit their meals here in the hall. Might I get a state to Sinota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Run, 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 run. Gonna feed them. Beg your pardon, madam, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Bird. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Watch whatever you want to watch, Yamper. Might I have a word with you, Luna? It concerns the Carusians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of the broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and a means to help me recover my memories. Since working with my hands kind of kinders familiar feels. I can't speak today. All I'm required to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. They're commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemic mixtures as a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. Oh, it may sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it must work. I see Handnos is in the Catboy raid. Catboy raid. Where am I going? Dumb waste of time. So many dumb ways to die. Come on. Feels good to be streaming today. Yamper. Breaks are always very good. I totally endorse it. What I did last week. Couple days off from streaming. I think it is always good to just have a day or two every once in a while where you just unplug from everything. At least in terms of like social media and stuff. Door. Have you obtained the cores? Oh, if so, please show them to me. Here. What an amazing device. But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I, too, am unsure what makes this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder... Where thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Oh, piss off. The earnest efforts are but a means to his yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who've interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Y'all are dumb. What does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. It's because he's a dickhead. That's all it is. Before we can persuade Lord Dromont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we're not his enemy. Just how might we go about doing that? We know little less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Curthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure we can formulate a strategy from here. I mean, we could just punch the guy in the face, because it's pretty obvious that he ain't a nice dude, but yeah. We could also do it this way. Ooh, what's going on with my camera just then? It was like, not moving. Ooh. Ooh. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been amassed and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous man to protect us. Yeah. Goodly. Not the word I would use, but you know. What do I know? Inquisitor Guillaume, I haven't the focus of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we've learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. He works fast. He's convinced this entire town to turn against me. Yeah, I know, right, Google? Inspector Guillaume? Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that the blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness pitch black. Black as pitch. It's Luna. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveller, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inspector Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madam, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Okay. Give me a second. It is so warm in here. Da-da-da. Oh wait, are they up on the walls? Oh, bugger. And back around we go. Are they up on the walls? Or are they inside the tower? I think they're inside the tower, actually. I always get lost. There we go. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitor are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Oh, thanks, I guess. Hi, Alphino. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill suited to this climate. I realised it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I'd hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? Should come no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you observed, Luna. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gilliam's motivations. Oh, it's warm. It is warm. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travellers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolard is not misremembering, Inquisitor behaviour that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Okay. Let's go! Ooh. I tell you, I'm gonna need an ice lorry or something after stream. It is warm D. Oh wait, there's a door that way. Whoop. Whee! Ah! Space Hyphen, how are you? Space verb, dinosaur, person. We are fellow space beings. Space. Oh my, it's a corpse. get out of here. Whee! Nice. Ew. Fuck, Twitch. Can we not? You are back from the dentist. I hope that your dental hygiene is sufficient. I am well. I went to work, did work things, had a nice lunch, because it was payday, and then playing games. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. The dent's like, don't do that. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Newly come to Corvus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, but even if he was to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertibly proof... Alfredo, can you stop using big words for 30 seconds? Good God. That the Inquisitor is an imposter. We've yet to discern his true identity or why he's decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Luna. Before he learns his deception has been discovered, my mouse is not tracking properly. Oh, fam, will you make sure you look after your teeth? Yeah, I know. Alphino, put a coat on! Since Lord Drummond has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what may persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of 2 high houses? Oh, Colin Ryan finished ARR, let's go! The cook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claims... He scared himself with his 10-year-old voice. Oh, don't! I'm gonna have to go look that up. For those who don't know who Colin Ryan is the current voice of Alphino. So he's the voice of Alphino from Heavensward onwards. Pulled the angriest faces at that cutscene. It must have been fun for him, like, hearing the voice before him. That must have been so bizarre. Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jalor with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. It must have been fun for him reading out, like, old Alphino dialogue before, you know, he became Alphino. Like the Alphino we all know now. Make It Rain is on. Oh, sugar. We might have to go do that. New emote? Ooh, I do like my emotes. Oh, you've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Oh, don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You'd have me believe that is all a lie. Also certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunella. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. And Horshavant in a really bad French accent. I like that. I am Horshavant. You! I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it. Naught at all. Woman, I swear. You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jalon gave chase, I followed closely behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right there and then. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast. It was a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said if I kept his confidence, Sir Jalot and I would be spared. But if I divide him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. I need a drink. My mouth is like so dry. Oh my gosh. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robe marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Jalot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Guilherme was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Dramont, wanted to put an end to the madness. But then I remembered the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Then I still did nothing. Ben, I swear. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chests and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halina, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. Well, thank you for that exposition. You know what? We haven't dug out the fat cat. Me wow. Me wow. What's in the box? Ionium. Van! I just had to do it because you said that. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you free access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Take these. Shut up. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? You take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you, Luna, and your friends, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Yeah, alright then. New shoes! Ding! That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I have told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he's branded a heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Luna. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Man, you were swayed real flippin' quick, weren't you? Oh, I don't trust you. Here's the thing. Oh, I trust you. It's like great googly moogly. It's almost as if I've been talking the truth the whole flippin' time. Great Googles McMoogles. Luna Moogle will be really cute. Maybe I should draw that. I'll draw in the style of like an FF9 Moogle, because they're my favourite Moogles. I really can't wait to play FF9 on stream. It's gonna be so much fun, because I'm gonna put all the mods in as well that make it look super pretty. Get fucked, Kupo. That is a very aggressive Moogle Evo. Ow! Oh lordy, coming. Ah, no, nice turnaround. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drummond arrived, we are the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yep. I'll punch him in the side of the head with my book. Whack. Clap, clap, clap. Slap, slap, slap. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked... But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you, I've never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Ramon, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am present, conducting an interrogation. Are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. He's just like, yeah, and? Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How could I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drummond, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drummond, then come. Let's see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. I mean, dragons are cool. We'll be a heretic, I guess. You even is swine! Look at the ganky dinosaurs! Come here! Snakes. They are snakes, but I'm gonna call them gangly dinosaurs. Oh my god, he's a scaly. An illusion? What are you hiding? I cannot wait for Legion Remix to drop. I might stream it. That might be fun. Don't know what I'll play though. It'll either be like Cad or Cad as like a hunter, make it like a different type of hunter or something. Or maybe I'll make Luna. No! I just die. There we go. Snake burbs. Snake burbs. My glamour's dispelled. Your plan lies in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that, I am content. Nerbs. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within stone Vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim Front shall fall. Bye. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. What bloody crows are lurking out in this weather, sir? Luna, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid affair. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs or state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It's past time that you're reunited with your airship. But it is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at Whitebrim Front, and bring your associates. Nod. Are we for real? Ah, he's been sat there waiting for me to get out of that cutscene. He's been like, Schnerbs. Ambush, yeah, absolute actual ambush predator. Ooh, I love how pretty the sky looks with this kind of lighting. Soon. Soon. Where have you been, Luna? The false Inquisitor's been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always likely to end in bloodshed. Though you've overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise. Oh my god, Alphino, just let me have this for 5 minutes, honey. As I'm sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Dramon a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Alphino's like, no celebrations yet, and Luna's just like, oh. We just kicked dragon butt. Run. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic, masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume, would still be among us, free to prey among the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all that you've done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship has been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we've been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Kurfos, for which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dramont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we've not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. Luna just like, yep. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Naphalin of your impending arrival. May her alone guide you, Scions. Yeah, a whole army, the whole city army can't take down, but a bunch of gangly stragglers, an elf child, and the man with amnesia can certainly do it. Yeah, woo! It's funny now, in terms of videos, I'm actually up to where I had footage, give or take. I think. But all the lost footage is finally re-recorded with a new character. Oh, that was a depressing day. Steps. Hail, Luna. Lord Dramont has appraised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. Alright, let's go do that then. Boop. Come on, Tang. Oh my god. I did! Dragon jump scare! Well, that Mikote's really pretty. The only beauty about Scholar, I think it could be a baby Dirk. I think it could be a baby Dirk. Yes, one of the only saving graces about Scholar is that you can be a little bit more like Risky Biscuit in the earlier levels. totally, but enough. You know what I mean? The moment I unlock Astrologian. They must have, like, fresh unlocked it or something, and they're just going for that wonderful grind. I see you judging, Ben. Oh, God. Apologies if I do go quiet. This boss can be a little bit spooky. Oh, yes, thank you for the gift sub to Ben. Appreciate it. My God, he's gone. He's scooted. He's scooted and booted. Uh-oh. Sir? Ow! I dodged that. He says she walks into the wall. Yeah! That is the giveaway, is the tank movement a lot of the time. Bless. Shout out to David the Dark Knight, though. You're doing very well if you ever somehow come across this footage. I have a controversial take on Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker should have been the DPS. Changed my mind. That's my spicy hot take for today. Squall wasn't a tank in FF8. Saying. Cloud was not either. Cloud was a twink with a giant sword. Twink with a giant sword. In 14, there's no such thing as off tanks and main tanks. Technically. I've had dark mains, I've had paladin off tanks, air quotes. It's not like WoW where there is like an off tank and a main tank kind of role. Tanks kind of do things equally. Yes, but what I mean more is like in some MMOs there will always be like the main tank and the off tank, and they don't switch roles. You know, the other one doesn't take over from the tank kind of thing. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I technically mean. It's like, it's not like WoW, for example, where you will typically have like a main tank and an off tank. I mean, good tanks can do both the main role and the DPS off role, as it were. Because that infuriates me when I see people who, they want a tank, but they don't want to learn the DPS side of being a tank. But you can't just stand there and look pretty all the time. There are going to be fights where you, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Use my language there. Well, that depends on the fight. When we're doing heroic, because we've cleared heroic undermine, we actually use free tanks on one fight, and it actually makes the fight a little bit more easy to coordinate. But that's like one fight, and that's it. You can technically solo tank quite a lot of bosses in WoW. Same with 14. It's like the one that always infuriates me. People say like, oh, there's a main healer and an off healer. No, there isn't. There's no such thing as a main healer and an off healer in 14. Granted, you can't stack 2 shield healers. That's incredibly stupid, and you really, really shouldn't do that. Yes, there's just healers. There's shield healers and there's regen healers. And even then, that line gets blurred. Used to be heavily blurred back when we had Astros how they originally were. The original Astros literally were there to kind of swap between, like, so say if you had a Scholar, you'd take, like, the regen Astro and vice versa. If you had, like, a white mage. How do I know? Because I was that Astro at one point. I do think sometimes, and this is gonna be, oh, fucking hell, he's dead. Oh yeah, I've seen the big shields. I feel like healing in 14 needs a bit of a do-over. I don't know. I think healing needs some more diversity. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Luna, you stay here, keep an eye on the beast. It wakes, and we may need you to provide a distraction until we're ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? They've pulled, by the way, without me. They'll die, it's not my fault. That settles it then, shall we, Sid? As you command. Laha bread! So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Hard bread high. And you're aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I have labored to believe that you will best as foe. You're only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming of course you live that long. Alvino, the dragon! Confound it all. I think they all died, by the way. I mean, I was in a cutscene. Sorry, but not sorry. Let's see how well your blasphemous gift serves you this time, Crystal Bearer. Now the tank's just standing there. Let's go. These are making good pro- Yeah, I need to remember to turn the dragon away, bless him. Oh my god, sir. Please use a cooldown. Thank you. Hrothgar! Is that Hrothgar or is that Rugedin? No, that's Hrothgar. He's got a tail. Duh, Luna. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. The dragon has been slain. I will take those shoes. Hey, I got 2 accommodations. Let's go. Forbidden rock candy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's funny. Luna! Luna, are you alright? Speak to me. I have done it many times. Oh, be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let's go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it won't be a pleasant ride. Alvin is like, I don't care. Well, I dare say it'll be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state. If she'll allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we're to proceed with our mission. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Oh, it's no use. Let's go. just a second. I'm just checking something real quick. Right, anyway. Apologies. Ah, I've longed for the more agreeable climate as the Twelves would. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Asgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Also, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh?